Hello everyone. Good morning. Jai Shri Krishna. So, my name is Dr. Akshita here, and today's topic is Rohini bird star, Rohini constellation. Okay, so I'm going to teach you about the Rohini constellation or Rohini nakshatra. So, before starting at our workplace, let me recite. You can also recite with me one very specific mantra to get the Lakshmi, to get the prosperity and wealth. ओम श्रीम शुक्ले महाशुक्ले कमल दल निवासे ओम श्री महालक्ष्मी नमो नमः. And now for the enemies. Om Shrim Tam 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 Sakal Shattu Sarnai Swaha. Okay, now let's start our work. Okay, so let me start. What happened? Yeah. So see, Rohini bird star, a person who are born in the Rohini nakshatra, they should firstly live in the north facing house. The Vastu tells about uh, these things like you should reside in the north facing house. They should avoid the south facing houses. Okay. Now let's talk about the Rohini bird star, the characteristics. So first is they are very proudly egoistic. I'm also egoistic. Few people say like this only. Good criticizers, courageous, the food lover. Yeah, they love food very much, but in a moderate amount. And they have a self-control power. They are very nature lover. Especially they love the mountains. They are very artistic, good at science and mathematics, good at business. They are rich and attractive, and they are very elegant, calm, and gentle. But they can, they get angry very quickly at the very slightest remark, or like when you provoke them. So like they are very short tempered person. So you have to be careful when you are dealing with the Rohini bird star person. Remedy as per the bird star, like they should wear the pearl gemstone, which is in a white in color. Okay. Now the Rohini bird star, let's let's talk about Rohini bird star comes in which zodiac sign. Okay, so Rohini, the first, second, third, and the fourth padas, or we can say the charanas letter O, Va, Vi, Vu, and the Mrigshira first, second, third charan. V, Vo, Ka, and the Kritika Nakshatra charan second, third, and fourth E, I, U. All three bird star that comes in the Taurus zodiac sign, Moon Taurus zodiac sign. Okay. Now let's read all the characteristics of the Taurus sign. If you also if you also have a Taurus moon zodiac sign, and if your uh, nakshatra falls in this sign, like if you are born in a Mrigshira bird star, Rohini bird star, or the Kritika bird star, let's discuss the characteristics of the Rohini bird star. Okay, so these persons have very stable mentality and they are very good thinkers. Second, they earn a lot of money in many ways. Like they have a multiple, ways to get the prosperity. They won't spend money undesirably. They always maintain good relations with the higher authorities and the officers with the government employees, with government authorities, and they are highly affectionate towards their family. Now, why they maintain the good relation with the government? So I was telling like they always maintain the good relations with the high authorities and officers, because the reason behind it, they are into businesses. They are into business and they do not like to be a subordinate of a government authority. So that's why they are into business and they are highly affectionate towards their family. They won't get profit in the joint business. So yeah, be careful if you are also born a Rohini Bastar, and if you are in a government service, you won't get much profit in that, but you can get profit in a business, and you don't need to do the joint business because you won't get profit in that. Now they have ability to maintain the secrecy. Yeah, they are very secretive person. They do not reveal any secrets of anybody or of themselves. Now, seventh point, they won't lose their confidence in any kind of situations. Even in a happy, in a bad situation, they won't lose their confidence. They are very highly obedient and they have very good patience. But once they got angry, no one or nothing will stop them. So you have to be careful. They are very tolerant person. They try till the last moment in their efforts. If they want to get something, no, they will work hard and they try till the last moment. They won't show their response immediately, but for insults, and they wait for their turn, and they take the serious revenge because Rohini birth are, the related to the snake. The Rohini's yoni is a snake, and snake is like, you can think, they are very toxic. So they take very serious revenge if anyone do their insults. Their brain works just like a Mercury, planet Mercury, but they are very intelligent person. Now, the 11th point, the brain works just like a Mercury planet. They are a very intelligent person, but they take a lot of time to take the serious decisions, like they are indecisive person. Now they are highly helpful to their friends and the relatives. They are pride lovers. Next, 14 point, they love to spend their time at home. They feel uncomfortable at the outside the home. So if you are if you are also born in a Rohini nakshatra, they like a lot home home environment. They do not feel comfortable at outside the home. So they spend their most of the time at home. They love eating and they has a good digestive system. So love eating, like the good diet, like fruits and like whatever they like, any cuisine, Italian cuisine, Indian cuisine. So they have a good digestive system. Now 16, these persons have a good looking appearance. Yeah, they look good. They have a good acting capabilities, acting skills they have. Usually they are very good at the fine arts. They love fine arts as well, and they give more importance to for the cleanliness or the neatness. They won't change their opinion in any circumstances. If they have a certain type of their mindset in their mind, so they will stick to them. They won't allow others to know their secrets. Okay, they don't allow others to know their secrets. They are very humble and polite, and they are very good observers, very keen observer. They are fond of luxury and comfort. Yeah, they desire luxury and comfort. They show enormous focus towards their work. So very workaholic. They do not think about the moral loss. They are very fond of luxury and comfort. They show enormous focus towards their works, and they are very workaholic. So they don't think about the moral laws. Like if they want to get married with a person who doesn't belong to their caste, even they can get married with a that person. Means they also believe in the intercaste marriage. They are ready to face any kind of the situation. They want like frequent changes in their lifestyle. They love ancient culture and custom. Like they like their tradition. Like if they are born in a Hindu family, so they will like their Hindu tradition. If they are born in the Catholic tradition, so they will like their the Christian tradition. So usually they tend more to be with their mother, very close to the mother. They are very reliable person and support their friends in any kind of the crisis. The lord of the sign is a Venus, so they should worship the goddess Lakshmi, and they should do the installation of the deity Lakshmi, Ashtadhatu Murti, once in their lifetime. And their spiritual goals should be like they need to build a temple for the goddess Lakshmi. Like they can, if they follow the philosophy for a if they prefer monastic theory, so they should do the installation of either the Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi, or they can install both the deities, the Lord Vishnu and the Goddess Lakshmi. Now, this is a camaraderie. Camaraderie, that means like a companionship or like the compatibility. Okay, so let's understand the Lord Krishna's in the Mohini avatar. He was born in the Rohini, birth star Rohini Nakshatra. I am also lucky person that I am also born in a Rohini constellation. So let's do the Rohini's bride match with all other nakshatra. I'm taking the bride because I am a female. Okay, that's why. So let's start with the matchmaking. So before starting the horoscope matchmaking, you understand, you remember all the 27 nakshatra or the constellations. The first is the Ashwini, second Bharni, third is the Kritika, and the fourth is the Rohini. So if someone asks you what is the fourth constellation, fourth birth star, so you have to tell the Rohini birth star. Okay. So likewise, now, today's lesson will help you to understand what is the Ashtakut. So, before the horoscope matchmaking, you need to understand what is the Ashtakut. Ashtakut match is the Indian Vedic astrology method that accesses the compatibility of a couple by comparing the 36 aspects of their horoscopes. And the term is made up of the word that is called the Ashtha and a Kuta, which together mean the 8 aspects or the 8 criteria. Okay. Now, what is the significance of the matchmaking? The matchmaking purpose is for the vivaha, for a marriage, or for a business partnership. So, marriage is one of the 16 sanskaras or the religious conduct rites in the Hinduism, and it should be respected and celebrated worldwide. So, everyone should get married at the right age. Hindu scriptures consider marriage as a very holy union, and matchmaking assumes a great significance to understand the physical, mental, intellectual, and the behavioral capability of the couple. So I already told you that you need to understand the Ashtakuta. Ashtakut means 8 aspects for the marriage prediction. So first, aspects of the Ashtakuta are as follows. So first is a Varna. Varna, that means caste. Okay, like which caste from you are, like you are a Brahman, Kshatriya. Okay, so in a Varna system, there are 4 castes in a Hinduism. The first is a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the Shudra. So, okay, so according to horoscope, a Varna system can be different, and in a in a materialistic world, there might be possible different caste. Like I'm a Brahman by caste in a materialistic uh, society, in a society where we live, or according to their horoscope, my Varna system is a Shudra. Okay, so Varna represent also the spiritual compatibility and the caste, ego, and the attitude of the couple. Second is a Vashya. It measures the mutual attraction or the magnetic attraction of the couple. That how much magnetic power he or she has. That means like a mental ability, mental thinking. Tara. Tara or Dina. Tara is called the Dina Kuta. It indicates the well-being, the longevity, and the prosperity of the couple, like how much wealth a couple is gonna to have in this life. Okay, and the well-being, health. Yoni. Yoni is about the biological, biological need. It measures the intimacy level, sexual compatibility, and mutual love between the couple. So you have to understand about the yoni. Fifth fifth criteria is a grahametri that reflects the mental compatibility and the friendship. And gana. Gana indicates the temperaments, the hot and the cold, like they are like short tempered or like uh, aggressive person or not. And behaviors of the couple. Bakuta and the Bakuta, which is called the moon sign, that represent the emotional compatibility of the couple. Okay, Nadi, that is very important. Okay, Nadi, that means Nadi measures the comparative level of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. That I want to say the internal metabolism of your body, your health. Okay, that what is your level of the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha? Vata is called the Adi Nadi. Adi Nadi. Pitta is called the Madhya Nadi, and Kapha is called the Antya Nadi. So I have a Antya Nadi. That means I have a Kapha dosha between the couple, and this show So, my dear friends, same nadi causes the dosha. It affects the health and the emotions. So, it shows the impact upon the progeny and childbirth. Okay, childbirth issue. There might be childbirth issue if nadi is the same. So it addresses the health matters and metabolism of the partner. So same nadi is not recommended for the marriage. Remember, same nadi is not recommended. If a girl is a if a bride is a antya nadi and the groom is also antya nadi, that means the it is not a good match. If we talk about the yoni should be same, so that like their biological satisfaction will be fulfilled. Okay, now they let's talk about the adi nadi. You have to understand first the adi nadi, which we call the vata dosha. Element is the air and space, and that is called the ether. So if you are a surgeon, if you are a doctor, physician, any specialty, and if you know the astrology, a brief information about the astrology, you can you can predict the diagnosis very quickly. So in a vata dosha, in a adi nadi, uh, there will be disorders like the skin issues, skin dryness, earache and hearing disorders, sciatica, stiff legs, cramps in the calf muscles, stiffness in the neck, arthritis. Okay, constipation, insomnia, which we call the lack of sleep, headache, tinnitus. Tinnitus means the hearing sounds and the buzzing sounds in your ear, and the loosened teeth, and the facial paralysis, which we call the Bell's palsy. Remember, if you are a medical student, you have studied in anatomy, acute stress, tonic and clonic seizures, fear, and an abnormal pulse rate. So, general remedies for the Vata dosha for the Adi Nadi person, they should avoid the alcohol, liquor, caffeinated beverages, tea, coffee, and chocolates, and go to the bed before the 10 p.m. and rise by the 6 a.m. early in the morning. Regular exercise and the drink warm beverages that can help, and you have to eat the freshly prepared and the warm hot, cool foods. Okay, so this is the general remedies. Now, in a pitta, that is a madhya nadi. Element is a fire and water. The people often have a big appetite. Big appetite means like they love food very much. Okay, and bad breath, weakness, anger issues, migraine, mental issues, and the excessive desire for the cold things. That's a cold shacks, alcoholic, yellow coloration of the skin, which we call the jaundice. The giddiness, unbalanced or the lightheaded. That's a feeling of the being silly or excited. Weakness, reduced sleep, that is insomnia, increased anger and agitation. You tell me in the comment section what is agitation. Agitation means a stimulation or excitement of something. So general remedies, you have to use ghee, clarified butter. Keep company of the people who are very happy and positive like me. Okay, spend your time in nature, be with the plants, do gardening, walk on the grass, and walk by the lakeside, and moon gazing to bring peace to the mind. So every day you have to glaze the moon, your moon. So moon gazing to bring the peace to the mind. I forgot to mention the night. You have to glaze in the night. But like, yeah, if you have a girlfriend and a wife, that will be your moon. So in daytime, you can do the glazing that will bring peace to your mind. You can see photos even. You can date with your girlfriend, with your wife. And if you do not have your girlfriend and a wife, then what you can do, if you are a very isolated or a single person, then in night you can gaze at the moon. That will bring peace to your mind. Okay, do meditation and exercise. Now, agitation disorders. Let's talk about the agitation disorder in the Madhya Nadi. Okay, the hyperthyroidism, premenstruation dysphoric disorder, dementia, Dementia means loss of the brain cognitive function, such as a person will unable to think, remember, and the reason. Overall means the impairment of the intellectual memory and the personality. So it occurs in the age group 45 to 65 and above. That means in an older age. Alzheimer's disease. This is a kind of a brain disorder, neurological disorder that slowly destroy your memory and thinking skills. It also occurs in the old ages, especially after the age of 65, but the exceptions are always there. Okay. Bipolar disorder, a mental illness that causes extreme shifts in in the mood, energy, and the activity levels. And it makes it difficult to function in a daily life, which we call the bipolar disorder. And schizophrenia, a brain disorder, especially love related mental illness. Schizophrenia. Autism, spectrum disorder, that is also a neuro disorder. So, especially if you have a Madhya Nadi and a Pitta dosha, take care with this disorder that is called the schizophrenia. Okay, schizophrenia, whatever a pronunciation is. So this is a very chronic brain disorder that includes like the delusions, confusions, hallucinations, and you will have the trouble with the thinking process, and there will be a lack of motivation, disorganized speech, stammering, and all. So be careful about this schizophrenia, a chronic brain disorder. Okay, this is a kind of the mental illness, especially with the love related problems. If you are in a if you have fallen in love, or like if you have a breakup, please, you have to check your mental illness, consult with a neurologist or the psychiatrist. Now let's talk about the in kapha dosha, that is called the antya nadi, which is mind nadi, earth and water. Okay, so people often have the immense stamina and the higher intelligence. Okay, if you have a kapha dosha or the antya nadi, that means you have an immense stamina, your libido is very high and higher intelligence. And anorexia, that's a kind of a disorder, means loss of appetite, you don't feel like you are hungry, and either you will be a very thin person or a base person, and you don't much feel a crave for foods, not much foods, like if you like any beverages and food, okay, so you will drink it or have it in a very minimum amount. But yes, uh, for those people, like they want to have it at the royal place, not in ordinary places. And the drowsiness, that is called the sleepiness, low energy, inertia, lethargy, laziness. Okay, cough, respiratory disorders. So respiratory disorders like the asthma, tuberculosis, lung cancer, COPD, that is constant chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and many other disorders. Sweet taste in the mouth, a taste disorder that is called the dysgeusia. Dysgeusia, that is an altered taste. Okay, a vitamin B12, zinc deficiency, goiter, thyroid disease, indigestion, hardening of the blood vessels, cold and flu, sinusitis, bronchitis, disorders of the pain, especially in the lower limbs, in the leg pains, shin, like in a tibia. The tibia, that is called all a part between the ankle or knee, that is called the tibia. So especially the people suffer from the lower limb tibia pain. General remedies for the Antya Nadi people, that you have to avoid sleep during the day. Don't sleep in the daytime, and have a dry and the warm food like the khichdi, hot pizza, hot milk, coffee, spicy soup, regular exercise, and the meditation. Now, agitation disorder again, we have studied that the hyperthyroidism, premenstruation dysphoric disorder, dementia, Alzheimer's disease, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia, autism spectrum disorder, dementia, that means the loss of cognitive function in the brain. Now, let's look at the horoscope matchmaking of the Rohini Nakshatra and an example of the Mragshira Nakshatra. Okay, so you see the four letters. First pada letters is a O, Va, V, and U. Second, third, fourth. All padas comes in the Taurus sign. In a Mragshira, first pada is a V, second Vo, third is a Ka or Kra, Krishna Kra, Ka, So here's a slide. Okay. So we will do the matchmaking of the both the nakshatras, and then we will take all other 26 nakshatras. So now you people might be thinking that this letter comes, in the Mrigashira nakshatra. Okay, so V, Vo, Ka, and Kri, all these letter comes in the Mrigashira nakshatra, and the KR, that is a Krishna. So it comes in the third pada. So you might be thinking that this third charan, Mrigashira nakshatra, belongs to the Krishna's nakshatra based on the name only. Okay, but if you want to predict the moon star sign, you need to require the date of birth. Okay, date of birth and the time, what time you were born. Okay, and a place, on which place you were born, that can predict the accurate birth star sign. Okay, so if you see the scriptures, ancient scriptures, you will get the uh, Rohini nakshatra as a god's star sign, the moon star sign. Okay, and very few people get this nakshatra. So all first, second, third comes in the Taurus sign, and the fourth pada that comes in the Gemini sign. So according to scriptures, Lord Krishna's natal moon falling in the Rohini nakshatra, therefore his birth star is a Rohini. If you also have a birth star in the Rohini, that means your birth star is a Rohini. If you know your date of birth, time, place, that astronomy can predict your past, present, and future. And if you also have a Krishna's moon nakshatra like me in your horoscope, that tells you that you are a spiritual being, an incarnation in a human form. Okay. Now let's